And do you feel as though for a real estate investor, do you feel as though it's good to do your due diligence before you purchase any property?
Absolutely. Anytime, even regular home buyers, anytime you're buying something, it's usually the largest purchase you're gonna make. You need to investigate it, make sure you're getting a good deal, and your agent should be able to help you through that process by running comps to make sure that you're not overpaying and helping you through the process of, qualifying, purchasing, and going through settlement.
Okay, alrighty. And how would you define a successful real estate broker? Like, what do you feel as though a successful real estate broker need to do in terms of guiding real estate investors in the right direction if they're not knowledgeable on real estate investing?
Well, it's more educating them as to the market and, where they're looking to buy, helping them decide whether or not it's a good buy.
Okay.
That's key, making sure that if it's an investment, cash flow type property, that there's enough cash flow there to make it warrant the price.
Okay, alrighty. Now, as you being a real estate investor, I know it's three types of properties you can buy. That's low income, middle income, and upper income. So no matter what property that you want to purchase, the property is going to fall into one of those three categories. As you purchasing a residential property for an investment, which market would you look in terms of profiting? Would you look at low income? Would you look at middle income or upper income?
Well, personally, I look at the location first. I mean,
Okay.
the location, the price, and, obviously what you can qualify for will determine what market you're in.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter necessarily what stage of the market it is. If it's a good property, well kept, in a good location, you're gonna be able to rent it.
Okay.
And that's the keys to a good investment.
All right. And for a thorough real estate investor, is it good to do a APOD, annual property operating data sheet?
Yeah, the more information you can get before you purchase,
Okay.
the better. Copies of the leases, you wanna know everything you can about the property before you go to contract on it.
Okay.
Once you go to contract, you can still find out some of those things, but the more information you get up front will help you make a better initial offer.
Alrighty. And let's say that you do have signed a purchase agreement. Does that finalize the deal at the closing table?
Well, at the closing, when you sign the HUD one and everybody walks away smiling, that's when it's final.
Okay.
A deal can fall apart at the settlement table
All right.
over, sometimes silly things.
Okay.
You just never know. I mean, until the settlement's over, don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
All right. And is it good for experienced real estate investors to use exit strategies before they going into a deal?
Well, when you say exit strategy, what do you mean?
Like, let's say you're not like locked into a contract. Before you go in, you know how you're going to get out of it if for some reason they can't get financing.
Well, if that's actual built into the contract when they sign the contract. If they don't get the financing available, they get their money back. That sort of thing. There's you can have inspection contingencies to protect you. That if you find out there's something wrong with the property, that you can get out of the deal.
All right.
The bottom line is you can't force anybody to buy something.
Okay.
So.
All right. And can you elaborate to our viewers exactly what is equity?
Equity is the value that you own in the property.
Alrighty. Okay. And can you elaborate to our viewers what is hard money?
Hard money, I don't get too involved in the mortgage end of it.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's what we have our mortgage company for. I let them handle the mortgage end.
Side of it.
I'm good at finding a buyer, helping them find a house that they need or want.
Okay. Alrighty. And would you say that marketing is the key to being successful in the real estate business?
Marketing is one of the keys. I think working hard, marketing, marketing yourself more than properties, because as I mentioned before, the newspapers and magazines are starting to take a hit from the internet. So, you know, as far as marketing, if you're promoting yourself, if you're staying in contact with people, you'll be successful. I tell my agents all the time not to be the secret agent.
Okay.
You know, I don't want anybody to know I'm in real estate until I'm successful.
All right.
You'll never be successful.
Okay. All right. Now, in terms of profits, let's say I want to purchase a 15-unit building, and let's say in that area it's a good rental market rent in that area. Would you say, would it be feasible for me to do my due diligence first in terms of the area?
Absolutely. That would be a 15-unit building would be a major purchase. So that, yes, I would definitely say you should check out the area, drive through the area morning, noon, and night to see what kind of area it is. If it's an area that you want to invest your money in because you're going to be tied up there for a while, and you know, the more due diligence you do up front, the less headaches you'll have down the road.
Alrighty. Okay. And can you elaborate to our viewers exactly what is seller financing?
Seller financing is where the seller of the property is actually the bank.
Okay.
They're going to hold the loan, and you're going to make payments to them just like you would a bank.
Okay.
If you can find somebody that would do owner financing, you can usually get in cheaper, and you know, usually get better financing because you're not paying for points and things like that. You know, it's a little bit cleaner deal.
Okay.
The seller, it's good for them because they're getting an income. They still, if you don't pay the mortgage, they can always take the house back. So the way the market is, there are more and more people offering owner financing or lease purchases today than there have been in the last few years.
Okay. And as lease options, would that be very profitable for a real estate investor?
It could be. It all depends on, again, you know, the location, the property, the timing, that sort of thing. You know,
Okay.
possibly.
All right.